morning. Well, it's a lovely spring morning here at Fresh at Burcott Garden Centre, and I thought I'd just show you a really quick, easy project that you could do that was going to be so rewarding and very, very quick and easy and give you lots of summer colour. And this morning we're going to be planting up some dahlia tubers. Now, dahlias are fantastic plants. They come in all sorts of colours, shapes, sizes. So you've got really pretty single ones like this Bishop of Leicester. Fantastic spiky, this is called a cactus dahlia with these sort of spiky blooms. That's called Bora Bora, red and yellow. You've got these ones that are frilly in the middle, that's Inca. This lovely yellow pom-pom type. This one here, that's very unusual, that honey. Quite a small dahlia, but really pretty colourway. And one of my favourites here, Little Robert. That's a very delicate little flower. This lovely pink and white shading on it. Very, very pretty. And the great thing about dahlias is that they flower for a tremendously long time. So they can start flowering in about end of May, June time, and they will keep flowering right up through till the frosts take them. I've been picking them as late as November, so they're fantastic plants for that. And they make brilliant cut flowers as well. They give you a good show in the garden. But they are so easy to grow, and I'm going to just show you quickly how you can do it. I've chosen a pretty variety here. This is called Lavender Perfection. Very nice bloom, very pinky purple colour. It's really, really pretty. One of my favourites for cutting. It looks lovely with white chrysanthemums or other white dahlias in. Very nice variety. Now, the tubers themselves, tubers mean swollen roots, and you can see here that they've just got these funny fingers. They are very odd looking when you get them out of the packet. And this is the part of the root that's just swollen up, and that's stored all the goodness from last year in it. So that's the bit that's going to put all the goodness back in and start the dahlia into growth. You can see this one's even just started to make a little shoot already there. So that's a good sign that it's a nice healthy tuber. So I'm just going to get my pot. I've chosen my compost. I like to use this Vitex Q4 multi-purpose. It's a very nice all-round compost, nice and fine as you can see, so the dahlia is going to be able to start growing really quickly in that. And your pot, about a 6-inch pot, so it doesn't need to be massive, but that's a good size for getting the plant going early. So I'm going to put a bit of compost into the bottom of my pot like that, and then I'm just going to get the tuber, and I'm going to put it in, spread the fingers out a little bit, and I'm going to put it so that that's the old stalk there at the top there, and I'm going to put it so that that's going to be just above the soil level by the time I finish putting the soil round. Now, don't worry if you get a few of the fingers falling off. That's perfectly all right. You can just tuck those in round the side. They'll make shoots themselves and grow into plants, so just tuck them in as well. And sometimes the dahlia, the tuber is a little bit of a funny shape and you can't get it in the middle of the pot, but again, don't worry about that. You don't need to be too fussy with these. They are really easy plants, which is great, and they just reward you with so many flowers. So there we are, just so that the stem is just poking above the soil. And what you don't want to do is get that too much water actually going, because you can see that that stem is hollow, so you want to be careful when you water that you don't get water in there. So I'm going to stand this into a saucer of water or onto some capillary matting to absorb the water rather than water over the top. So stick a label in so you know what's what, because they can be so different heights. You want to know whether you've got a tall one or a short one, so when you come to plant them out, you'll know which is which. Now, dahlias aren't frost hardy, so you'll need to keep this indoors while it gets going. So I'm just going to put it on a window ledge in the kitchen where it's nice and sunny and warm, and that'll get going. And then come middle of May, it should be warm enough for it to be planted out. And off I go with my lovely cut flowers of the dahlias. So great little project, very, very rewarding, and I hope you'll have a go with that this Easter weekend.